Another fourth quarter lead blown by the New York Giants. And I think this one is the most improbable yet. You get to overtime, and on the first play of overtime, Jahmyr Gibbs busts off a 69-yard run right down your throat. And guess what? Dexter Lawrence wasn't even on the field. I said it after the loss to the Dallas Cowboys. If you do not fire Shane Bowen, you will continue to lose games in the same manner that you did to the Dallas Cowboys. And Shane Bowen has now done it 4 more times. He apologized after the Denver Broncos game for not having Dexter Lawrence on the field. And guess what he did today against the Detroit Lions? Dexter Lawrence was once again not on the field. As long as you employ Shane Bowen, John Mara, you are telling your fans, I don't care about winning, and I am trying to lose games. Shane Bowen is the worst defensive coordinator in the history, the 101-year history of the New York Football Giants. The worst to ever do it. Shane Bowen, I hate you. I hate everything about you as a football coach. You single-handedly tanked the 2026 New York Giants season. You did it against Dallas. You did it against Green Bay. You did it against Chicago. You did it against Denver. And you did it today against the Detroit Lions. The Giants have blown 5 fourth-quarter leads. And Shane Bowen's defense was the reason why. Fire Shane Bowen, leave him in Detroit, or continue to say F you to your fans. Because that's what you are doing. John Mara, you are giving the double birds to your fans as long as you employ this piece of shit defensive coordinator. I cannot believe it. I got my hopes up yet again to believe that the New York Giants can hold a 10-point lead. But they do what they do best, and they do it better than anybody. Lose and break their fans' hearts on the way to losing. The New York Giants are addicted to losing, and my one-word reaction is, of fucking course they did. Of fucking course they did. They are losers. Shane Bowen, the biggest loser of them all. Unfucking real. For all the people that are saying the New York Giants should have kicked the field goal at the end, I promise you this. If the Giants kicked that field goal, they would have gave up a touchdown in regulation and lost the game. Because that's what Shane Bowen does better than anybody. Causes his team to lose football games. I remember it like it was yesterday. Brian Dable going up to Joe Shane at Hard Knocks and saying, yo, we got to hire this Shane Bowen guy. He's great at stopping the run. Is this a typo? 237 yards rushing. Is that a typo? No, it's not a fucking typo. 237 yards on the ground, Shane Bowen. You single-handedly tanked the entire 2025 season. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 fourth-quarter leads have been blown by this defense. If you think the New York Giants were getting a stop and holding the Lions out of the end zone when they would have got the ball at the 35-yard line, you're wrong, baby. And you don't know Giants football. And you damn sure don't know this man, the biggest and the baddest and the best loser in the National Football League. Jahmyr Gibbs, all night long to the Giants. Just whooping that ass. Just whooping that ass. 15 carries for 219 yards, 14.6 yards per tote. Your defense cannot tackle. Your defense has no heart, and your defense has no killer instinct. You had a chance to win the game on defense against the Lions. You had a chance to win the game on defense against the Dallas Cowboys. You had a chance to win the game on defense against the Chicago Bears. And you had a chance on defense to win the game against the Green Bay Packers. Guess what you did all 4 times? Lose, 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 and lose. But don't worry. Shane Bowen will go to the podium this weekend on this Wednesday and say, you guys are right. I got to get my best players on the field when it matters most. You didn't against the Dallas Cowboys. You didn't against the Denver Broncos. And once again, you did not do it against the Detroit Lions. Leave Shane Bowen's ass in Detroit, or continue to say go fuck yourself to all of your fans. Dexter Lawrence, after being able to rest up in between the fourth quarter and overtime, was not on the field. I mean, hey, when you got to get DJ Davidson and Roy Robertson Harris on the field when it matters most, you just got to do it. Shane Bowen, you are a piece of shit. A piece of shit. You ruined everyone's season. You got Brian Dable fired, and you ruined the Giants' 2025 season. You got the man that hired you fired, and you had enough balls to stand up there and keep that job. You should have resigned, and you should have had a speech to apologize to Brian Dable, because now he's unemployed. He'll never be an NFL head coach again, and it's because of you, Shane Bowen. You are a fucking loser. Unreal, man. Unfucking real. 5 times. 5 fucking times you had the lead in the fourth quarter, and you blew it. Unreal. Unreal. How can a man be so bad at his job and yet keep it? And yet keep it. How does that happen? How does that happen? You know why? Because the New York Giants aren't committed to winning. They aren't. Because if you were committed to winning, you would have fired him after last season. Mike Kafka, drop your nuts. Save the chances you have to be this team's head coach. And blast Shane Bowen to the fucking moon. Joe Shane, do you care about winning? If you do, step in and fire him. Or are we all just about losing? Are we all about losing? I cannot believe it. Dexter Lawrence, $90 million on the off the field on the first play of overtime for DJ fucking Davidson and Roy Robertson Harris to be in the game. Do you have a brain? Like, does your brain work? Leave Shane Bowen in Detroit. You're an unserious franchise. You're an unserious franchise. And there's a reason why. You have the most losses in the NFL in the last 10 years. Because you are addicted to losing. I can't even talk about Jameis Winston today. I can't even talk about how awesome Jameis was. I can't even talk about how awesome Wan'Dale Robinson was. I can't talk about how awesome this offensive line was. I can't talk about anything good because you have the worst defensive coordinator in the history of the National Football League, and you continue to give him paycheck after paycheck after paycheck after paycheck. Not only do you cause us to watch a football team where he's a defensive coordinator, your fans are continuing to pay this man. Your money, your season ticket money, your Giants shirt money, your Giants beer money, that bullshit medium Pepsi that you bought. All that money goes to paying Shane Bowen. You're a piece of shit, Shane Bowen. This organization is a piece of shit. And that is why you once again are at the bottom of the NFL and your season is over before we even cut up fucking turkey with our family. A fucking joke. Unreal. Unreal.